Well, Colin Alexander joins me now live from Sheffield. He's a senior lecturer in political communications at Nottingham Trent University. Colin, good to have you on the programme again. Thanks for your time. The key line at the end of Rupert's package there appeared to be that there was little alternative for the Fukushima plant other than to do this. I mean, the big concern, of course, is it safe? You can understand why there's a lot of worry about that.
Well, I mean, I'm not an expert in the sort of atomics of this, let's just say, or the environmental impact. What I can say is about the political communications of it, and that yes, I mean, ultimately they're sort of saying here, look, there's no alternative, and ultimately they're trying to assure publics that there is no there is minimal harm to them. And I think this really reflects the wider global political process here. It's that, you know, it's a human-centric process where humans are the actors, and nature, the natural world, is at the very least a secondary concern. However, I think, I mean, your report was also talking about how Japan's neighbours are reacting to this as well. I mean, there's certainly a degree of hypocrisy there, because I'd say that, you know, China, for example, is one of the world's great polluters on a number of fronts.
Yes, unusual to get China and South Korea united on an issue, but they do appear to be united on this one. And when it comes to the communications, I mean, nuclear radioactive waste just has that, well, element of danger about it that most people will never feel safe with. I suppose nuclear power plants around the world are doing this. They are releasing it, some of them with more dangerous levels than what Fukushima will release. But I suppose many would take the view that just because it's done doesn't make it good practice.
Yeah, I mean, the nuclear issue is a hotly contested one, really, wherever you go in the world. I mean, I live in the UK, and there's a significant debate about first of all, the role of, there's sort of two sides to it. There's the role of nuclear weapons, and then there's the role of nuclear power. And quite often, one of the people who are kind of pro-nuclear power, what they'll say is that it's a relatively clean industry, and that's a slight falsehood. That yes, it's cleaner perhaps at the source of production of the energy. However, the consequences of mishandling it can be disastrous, and also the disposal of waste materials is also problematic. The third point here is that whether it's Japan or Taiwan or other parts in this kind of Pacific Ring of Fire, you know, you built a nuclear power plant on one of the most seismically active parts of the world, and there's an element of, what did you think was eventually going to happen here?
Yes, it's a tricky one. We will watch this one with interest. Colin, thank you very much indeed, as always, for giving us your thoughts on the News Hour.